From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
Amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
It's not often we discuss Equatorial Guinea, which is a small country on the west coast of Central Africa, because this tiny little country has been rocked by a government sex scandal like no sex scandal.
What?
So this week, the president of Equatorial Guinea, who has been in power for 45 years, ordered a crackdown on sex in government offices after videos leaked showing a senior finance minister having sex with several women in various places in government buildings, including his office.
Oh my
God.
The finance minister, by the way, is reportedly nicknamed Bello, which in Spanish means beautiful because the guy's so good looking.
Oh, yeah?
The videos were discovered at the finance minister's home during a raid and arrest on corruption charges.
So this guy's just into all the bad things.
The women featured in the videos included the wives and family members of powerful government figures. There was
guy's done.
400 videos.
This guy's done. He's done.
He's also related to the president.
Oh, no. Come on, man.
Like, that is 400 videos.
This is all bad news.
At work with your colleagues' wives.
Bro, when do you have time to work?
Anyway, this guy's the new hero on social media. People are loving him.
Oh, I thought that was an ad.
No.
Because his face has been popping up on my X feed.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
And I thought it was like one of those like Timu ads. You know what I mean? You just sort of
No, because you thought that because he's so good looking.
He is stunning.
Right.
Really.
Shams, hey, yo, I got next.
Wow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? 3 people have been charged in relation with the death of Liam Payne. Prosecutors in Argentina said in a statement that during their investigation that illicit conduct was discovered from which 3 people were charged with the crimes of abandonment of a person followed by death, supply, and facilitation of narcotics. Someone who was with Liam daily while he was in Buenos Aires is charged with abandoning a person following death. That could either be somebody who was in his entourage, but I also know that they said that he had a prostitute with him for a little while he was down there. A hotel employee is accused of supplying Liam with cocaine twice while he was at the hotel.
Wow.
And the third person is a drug dealer who I guess gave the cocaine to the hotel employee to give to Liam Payne. Toxicology reports showed that 72 hours before he died, Liam Payne had alcohol, cocaine, and prescription antidepressants in his system. So 3 people have been charged now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? Oh, I want to play you this. Australia's Prime Minister said the government will legislate a ban on social media for kids under 16. The legislation will be introduced into Parliament this year, with laws coming into effect 12 months after it is ratified with lawmakers. Here's the Prime Minister, followed by a few teens reacting to the news.
This one's for the mums and dads. Social media is doing harm to our kids, and I'm calling time on it. The onus will be on social media platforms to demonstrate they are taking reasonable steps to prevent access. The onus won't be on parents or young people.
I don't know if it should be banned, but I think there should be more restrictions.
I don't think all social media is bad. I just think it should be very heavily limited.
It's just like really easy to bully people on social media.
And the big thing with this law is that there will be no exemptions for users who have parental consent.
Really?
So meaning if you're 15, you can't say, yeah, but my mom and dad said it was okay. Like there's no.
But how are they going to check all
I
that?
have no idea.
Overreach, man.
How do you check?
I have no idea. 16 is the perfect age.
But how do they regulate that?
I don't know. I don't know how you do it. It's up to the social media companies to
No, but
do
if
it.
a parent gives their, let's say, 14-year-old or 15-year-old permission for that version of Instagram that is targeted to kids, right?
Yeah, you'll need some sort of verification, right, of age when you sign up. And that's going to happen regardless of whatever. But all of those things are just sliders that you click on a phone right now, right?
Totally.
Like it's all, like I don't know how.
I don't know. Was the prime minister going to go and check everyone's phone?
No, they leave it up to the social media companies to do it. Like it's not the government that's going to be checking. They're putting it on Instagram and TikTok to say, hey, listen, you guys have to come up with something that makes sure that 16-year-olds in Australia aren't using or 15-year-olds aren't using your platform. So it's up to Instagram and TikTok. It's not up to the government.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The CEO of the Toronto-based cryptocurrency firm WonderFi was kidnapped and held for ransom on Wednesday.
What?
Dean Skirka was reportedly shoved into a car in downtown Toronto during rush hour. Then they drove him, I guess, outside of the city, forced him to send them $1 million in crypto, and then released him unharmed.
What? Yo, this is straight out of a movie.
So this is the latest crypto celebrity to fall victim to a violent robbery. According to one security firm, this is actually the 171st incident of physical violence against somebody who works at a crypto firm.
Really? That's a lot.
His company reported third quarter earnings a day before the incident happened. So I guess people were watching that when they pulled in $41 million in revenue during the last 9 months.
That's terrifying.
And they're just assuring everybody that if you do have crypto with WonderFi, that everybody's like, your accounts are fine, is what they're saying. It was just, I guess he transferred from his personal.
It wasn't y'all's money.
No, and they didn't ask for people's information or anything.
They just wanted $1 million.
They stuff him in a car and they drive him out. That other guy got busted up. Remember the guy who he lied to people, though? He stole money from people saying that he was going to buy crypto. And then somebody kidnapped that guy and really tuned him up. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I still don't understand the whole crypto world.
Yeah, well.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, the You Got Mail guy died. Remember that guy? I don't. Maybe you don't because you're too young to understand. But this voice and this line was so famous at the beginning of the internet.
Yeah.
You've got mail.
Right? Do you remember that? We all remember that.
Yeah,
it was on everything. It was parodied on everywhere.
You've got mail.
The guy's
so
name.
So what was that? You get a phone call?
No, email.
Oh.
You don't remember this?
You've got mail.
Too young.
Oh, right. I forgot.
So what happens?
My bad. I forgot.
Where does this announcement happen? On the news?
What announcement?
This.
You've got mail.
I'm not going to do this with you right now. Anyway, the man's name was Elwood Edwards.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He passed away. R.I.P. Elwood. So he started doing the You Got Mail in 1993. And then in 2016, a woman posted this video talking to her Uber driver.
This is my Uber driver, and he just told me something very special, that he's the voice behind.
Welcome. You've got mail.
No way!
Oh my
God. Do it again.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Yay. Okay, what's your name?
Elwood Edwards.
Elwood Edwards. Thank you.
You bet.
There we go.
Wait a minute.
R.I.P. Elwood
if
Edwards.
this guy was so famous, how come he didn't get the
Because he
bag?
probably got paid $1,000 in 93 to do that. And he had a terrible agent, no contract, and they just used it forever.
You've got mail.
Right? That's you don't make money off that stuff, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Grammy nominations come out 11 o'clock Eastern time, so 8 o'clock Pacific time. So you got to wait a little bit for those. Some of the big stories: will Beyonce and Post Malone receive nominations in the country categories?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
one of the big conversations. We got Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, Charli XCX, and Chappell Roan are all behind some of the year's biggest albums. So it is possible that some or all of them will be named in multiple categories. Beyonce could earn her 5th Album of the Year nomination for Cowboy Carter. Taylor Swift, who won Album of the Year for Midnights last year, is currently tied with Barbra Streisand for the most all-time nominations by a female artist in the Album of the Year category, so look out for that. And Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan could be recognized in the Big Four, which are Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best New Artist, which would be crazy. And then we go into Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar.
Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap. He a free throw, man down, Carla Amberland.
It's interesting because the guy who runs the Grammys, he asked him a while ago when the song was hot whether they would ever consider doing a specific diss track category at the Grammys, and he was like, nothing's off the table at this point.
That would be amazing.
Right? So
a diss track category? It would just be Kendrick and Drake in that category.
So to date, Kendrick Lamar has had 50 Grammy nominations with 17 wins in various categories. But you have to see what Not Like Us is going to do, because I don't think his album is eligible. I think the album was the last Grammys, right?
Yeah. The Mr. Moore album, no.
Trash album, by the way.
Just the track.
Totally.
Right?
And Kendrick is he's going to clean up more than just the rap category. He's likely going to get a Song of the Year or
you think so?
100%.
You think?
Song or Record of the Year? Absolutely. He's going to get nominated in one of those.
If you win, you better thank Drake, Kendrick. That better be the first words out of your mouth. I want to thank Drake for making me famous and reviving my career. That's what you better say, Kendrick Lamar.
Wow.
You think I'll get nominated?
For what?
My diss tracks.
In what, the kids category?
No, man.
Oh, my God.
Children's Song of the Year?
That's cool.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Buffalo Bills beat the Colts in a sloppy one last night for their 5th consecutive win.
Bills Mafia, what up?
Buffalo hosting the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs next Sunday. Did you see the end of that game?
Yo.
Bro.
That game was wild.
Yeah. I watched a lot of it.
Like 9-0 now?
9-0. So it was Chiefs pulled ahead 16-14, and Broncos were about to win the whole thing with a 35-yard field goal that got blocked. Listen to this.
What's the kick to win it? Oh! Blocked! The Chiefs have won! The Chiefs have won!
They kept putting this graphic up during the game where they were talking about how the Chiefs finished games where they were losing 7 points or more, and they've won all of them, like their last
Nuts.
10 or 12 games or something like that, where they're down 7 or more, they come back and win. It's crazy. So yeah, the only undefeated team left in the NFL, and yes, Mocha, they are 9-0.
Nuts.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Leah Thompson, who was Marty what's that?
Come on.
It's what was her name?
Come
on. Maureen. No, not Maureen.
Lorraine.
Thank you.
Lorraine. What?
From Back to the Future. I guess people are going at her on social media because she is very much like Kamala Harris. And then she was engaged years ago to Dennis Quaid, who is like full-on Republican, and she's been doing a lot of political stuff. A lot of people are doing political stuff. You know who turned out to be a huge Trump supporter that I found out over the weekend?
Who?
Was Justine Bateman. She did this long thread. Jason Bateman's sister, Justine Bateman from Family Ties.
Okay.
Mallory from Family Ties. She did a whole long thing where she came out, and she was the president of SAG, like the Screen Actors Guild. Like she negotiates all their stuff.
Why are people going in on Leah Thompson?
I don't know. I think that they're just
because she likes Kamala Harris.
Yeah, because everybody. It's all social media.
So the Trump supporters are going after her.
I think so, but I think because maybe she said something about Dennis Quaid. I don't even know what it is. But here's Leah Thompson with a very wholesome message.
Not in the best mood. I just want to tell you a little thing about myself. I was born in Rochester, Minnesota. I was really poor, the youngest of 5. I worked my way to where I am now. I'm also old. Yeah. You know, I've had a career in Hollywood for 42 years, working consistently. I've worked in 48 states. I know a lot of real people. In fact, I am a real person. It's crazy. So anyway, if you feel inclined to say horrible things to me, just don't follow me. Go find someone else. Because I know you wouldn't say that to my face. So why are you saying it on my feed? And if you're a nice person, stay. Let's play. Let's have fun.
Right?
What?
I mean, I like Leah Thompson.
What?
Lorraine.
My density has popped me to you.
Leave her alone. She's great.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
SNL opened their show.
I missed it. What'd they do?
Well, so all the late night comedy shows, like, I don't know if you saw Jimmy Kimmel, but he cried the day after Trump was elected. Yes, he did. And then Stephen Colbert did a whole big somber opening, and SNL started that way.
On Tuesday, Americans went to the polls and elected Donald Trump to be the next president of the United States.
To many people, including many people watching this show right now, the results were shocking and even horrifying.
Donald Trump, who tried to forcibly overturn the results of the last election, was returned to office by an overwhelming majority.
This is the same Donald Trump who openly called for vengeance against his political enemies.
And now, thanks to the Supreme Court, there are no guardrails.
Nothing to protect the people who are brave enough to speak out against him.
And that is why we at SNL would like to say to Donald Trump, we have been with you all along.
Oh, my God.
We have never wavered in our support of you, even when others doubted you.
Every single person on this stage believed in you.
Every single person on this stage voted for you.
Come on.
Because we see ourselves in you. We look at you and think, that's me.
That's the man I want my future children to look up to.
To all young men who helped elect Trump and Elon, we know you felt unseen these past 4 years.
So we say to you, young men, there's no need to feel down.
Young men, pick yourself off the ground.
Young men, time to put on your crown.
You don't need to be
Anyway, there we go with that. Also, Dana Carvey came out and did, and he's their new Elon Musk, I guess.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, and then Elon didn't like him. But they brought out the guy who plays Trump, and they introduced a new character, which is Hot Jack Trump.
Okay.
Right? So the guy who plays Trump came out, and he's wearing like a suit, but with no sleeves on it, like Hulk Hogan style, and he has these massive muscles and a red headband, right? Like Rambo. And so I guess that's their new Trump is Hot Jack Trump. Anyway, so that was SNL. It was
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Going over the birthday party guest list for Leonardo DiCaprio's insane party that he
This is all A-listers, right?
Yeah, you won't find me there. I couldn't attend, unfortunately.
I had to go through. I have like all these different sources here. So Brad Pitt, Mark Ruffalo, Benicio del Toro, Kevin Connolly, Chris Rock, Jimmy Fox, Guillermo del Toro, Paris Hilton, Lucas Haas. Oh, the boys are back in town. Steven Spielberg, Bill Maher, Casey Affleck, Emile Hirsch, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, Cara Delevingne. Hold on here. Now let me go to my other list.
One of those parties where every celebrity knows that it's happening and you have to get an invite.
Yeah.
Like they're calling anyone, like all their publicists and management and be like, yo, get me into this party.
Yeah, De Niro was there. God, who else was there? Everybody was there.
De Niro?
Man. Yeah, everybody was there. So I guess he had like a family dinner ahead of time, and then they went to his birthday party. His birthday's actually today, but it was on the
happy birthday.
It was on the weekend. And I think because what these rich guys do is they don't do the party at their own house, right? They rent a mansion.
Yes.
Yeah. So they rent a mansion, and then the
Let
party
that place
happens
get
there.
trashed.
Let that exactly right. Let that place get trashed. Everybody gets in the cars. They go home. Nobody's got to deal with the mess. Right?
But then you got to drive all the
smart.
leftovers back to your own house.
Yeah.
You think DiCaprio and Lucas Haas and Tobey Maguire were stuffing Tupperware in the back of his
the trays of food,
fruit platters.
Yeah. He's like, no, you can't put that. No, you have to put that on your lap in the passenger seat.
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
gonna
man.
spill all over the back.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Frankie Muniz, a.k.a. Malcolm in the Middle, is still on the NASCAR circuit, and he's in the NASCAR circuit, and he's in the truck series. Like they look like they're souped-up pickup trucks is what they look like.
Didn't he hurt himself a bunch of times?
He has gotten a couple crashes, but I think he's actually signed to a proper team for all of 2025 coming up.
Oh.
But he got in a wreck over the weekend, and it wasn't bad. He limped into an ambulance. He was fine. But this is Frankie Muniz talking to the press afterwards.
Hey.
Frankie, big hit. First of all,
Yeah,
you're okay.
I'm okay, yeah. Unfortunate. I felt like I got a good opportunity to run with some guys. I made some passes, lost a few spots on restarts, went back out, passed them again. So it was good for me to figure out how to get by people. I haven't really gotten to do that much this year, so that was really positive. And then we just wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep running, but there was nowhere for me to go. I got hit from behind. Yeah, I got hit from behind into the 42, and then the 42 got moved, and the 18 was right there, stopped, and I went right into him.
Damn.
He sounds like he knows what he's talking about, eh?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
all
he's
that
been in
stuff?
NASCAR forever.
For a
right?
long time.
Yeah.
I saw an interview that he did with Steve-O from Jackass where he was talking about how smart he was with his money, with his Malcolm in the Middle money.
Mm-hmm.
And his parents, he wasn't one of these kids where his parents ripped him off, right? It's like they did really good with his money. And one of the things he invested in all over Los Angeles was parking lots.
Parking lots?
Really?
He bought parking lots. And so when they were operated as parking lots, he was making bank off those. But more importantly, he bought land in Los Angeles.
Because when those parking lots became condos.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's where he got all his money. He was investing in parking lots when he was young, like late teens, early 20s. He was like, I just want to buy parking lots. And so he made the decision to start buying parking lots all over Los Angeles.
For him.
Crazy, right?
And he's living his dream now of
Yeah.
driving for NASCAR.
Yeah, and that's where he made all that money.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jelly Roll was doing an interview on the Pat McAfee show, and I guess a lot of people were expecting Jelly to do a full tour next year because really, he's primed for it. But here's Jelly Roll.
I'm not going to headline a tour in America next year. It'll be my first year not headlining a tour in America since 2020. But before that, it was 2012. It's been a long time, so I think we've done enough this year. I'm going to do all those festivals next year, and I think I'm going to get into a little television maybe. So I got a couple cookers in there, man. They're going to let Jelly Roll do some talking, man, instead of just singing.
Oh, man.
So
I was looking forward to seeing
I
Jelly
know.
Roll in concert out here.
Has he been cast on anything? What TV show is he doing?
I tried finding out. It doesn't say anything yet.
Is it like is he going to be a character in a show, or is this like a are you
himself
smarter? Are
kind
you
of
smarter
thing.
than a celebrity kind of thing? Like where he's the host of a show? Or,
I hope it's that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
He did WWE earlier this year.
He sure did.
Oh, maybe maybe that's what it is.
Bro, could you
You think he's going to do a year in WWE?
Yo, he does a run-in during the Bloodline storyline?
There you go.
Oh, man, Jelly.
You were just so pissed off that he wasn't touring.
I know. If he's going to do a tour with the WWE,
Yeah, you're
next
down?
year, yo, I watch all the pay-per-views.
Yeah. Hey, when's that? What I heard some big thing. What's coming to Toronto?
Elimination Chamber, March 1st.
Is that what that is?
Guys, okay, I'm on a mission. I messaged Trish Stratus already to set up a meeting between me and Triple H.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got back to me.
And how did it go?
Not good.
It's not good. No. What do you want to do? You want to fight?
No, I don't want to fight.
Oh.
I want to be. I want to announce.
Like you want to be the
I want
guy?
I want to be in the ring. It doesn't have to be. Okay, here's the thing. I
Okay.
know it's not going to be because it's a pay-per-view, right?
Yes,
Broadcast
yeah.
all over the world.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to be part of the main kind of show.
Right.
But they do pre-show stuff, right? Because there's a bunch of stuff that happens before they go live on television.
Yeah.
I would be so down to be in the ring to announce something. All the things.
Something.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is it? Scotiabank?
Rogers Center.
No, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
No
a big crowd.
way.
That's a
Yes,
big crowd.
Rogers Center, bro.
Okay. And so what do you want to do? You want to get in the ring and you want to announce something?
announce
Are you
stuff.
okay even if it's before the telecast?
Yes.
Just you want to, it
Let me
doesn't
represent.
matter. Yeah?
Yes.
Do they have preliminary fights that don't make it onto the pay-per-view?
Those are called dark matches.
Yeah.
They're called what?
Dark matches.
That's racist, first of all.
Facts. Speak on it, brother.
So you want to announce the dark matches before the paper, and you would be okay with that, and you would be fine with that.
Yes.
Yeah. What about if they just said we can't put you in the ring to do the announcement of the dark matches, but we can give you the T-shirt cannon, and you can work the crowd.
Sure.
You would do that. You would
Yeah.
run the T-shirt.
I just
cannon.
want to get on the mic
Yes.
for a WWE event.
in some capacity.
Some
and say
capacity.
What if it was
something-
rules and regulations?
Yeah.
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
You would.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside
Yeah,
of the
we call-
Rogers Center.
Yes.
You're not allowed to throw things.
Security exits.
By the way,
If there's a fire,
Maria,
here are the exits.
in show business, we call that housekeeping.
I will do the housekeeping. I will do the housekeeping.
You will.
Yes, for Elimination Chamber.
Okay, we're going to try and make that happen. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but we're going to try and make that happen.
I'm so proud. What are you doing in Elimination Chamber? I'm announcing where the fire exits are.
Yeah. What about it's like, I think that you could do that job. I think you totally could. Yeah. Last
the
call for
housekeeping.
alcohol.
I
right?
would happily do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
there's 2 matches left. If you
Yeah.
got beer you want to get,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
here
cool.
are where your merch tables are in
Yes.
section
Tell the people,
210.
no laser
510.
pointers. You could be that guy,
No
right?
big bags, no
Reminder
umbrellas.
everybody. Yes.
Yeah.
No laser pointers.
Green Toyota, your lights are on.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I watched Joker Folie à Deux over the weekend.
And c'est bon. More like folie à peu.
We watched Joker because Roxy hadn't seen Joker yet.
Joker's
So we
so
watched
good,
Joker
Carl
1 on Saturday and we watched
Yeah.
Folie à Deux on Sunday. And they actually enjoyed it more because I think the back-to-back, because they weren't Catherine and Roxy weren't looking at it as in like a Joker origin story, that this
Sure.
was supposed to be the guy that then becomes the, crown prince of crime and fights Batman and all that stuff. They were just looking at it as a story about a guy.
Yeah.
Right? Where I'm like, this is why it doesn't make sense. So anyway, I was watching this clip of God, let me find this actor's name here. Tim Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to Joe Rogan, and he was in the movie, and he describes what it was like to be in the movie, not knowing that this thing was going to be a musical.
I was in Joker 2, which just came out. It's the worst film that has ever been made.
So bad.
It's the worst film it's actually not so bad. It's the worst film ever made.
Wow.
It starts like, it's raining and it's Arkham Asylum, and you're like, okay, cool. And then there's a moment where Joaquin Phoenix just goes, for once in my life, I have someone who needs me. And he just
breaks into a musical?
He just becomes a musical. Me and these other guys were all dressed in these security outfits because we're working at the Arkham Asylum, and I would turn to one of them and we'd hear this crap and I'd go, what the is this? And they go, this is gonna bomb, man.
Wow, tell us how you really feel.
They go, I go, this is the worst thing I've ever. We would talk about it at lunch. We go, what is the plot? Is there a plot? They go, I don't know. I think he falls in love with her in the prison.
Is it worth going to see because it's bad?
It's not even hate watchable. That's how terrible it is.
So I will I will say though, for Catherine and Roxy, who are not the biggest sort of like DC Batman-y kind of that world, they weren't watching it like this was the origin story of the Joker. They were watching it like it was just some other character, whatever, and they loved them.
Really?
But they wished part 2 was not a musical, like I think most people did. It made no sense.
You know me in musicals.
It made no sense whatsoever.
I ain't doing it.
Also, I don't know how they spent $200 million on that movie. The whole thing takes place in one room.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
What if I want to watch a movie now?
Yeah, well, there you go. It's a courtroom drama. Yeah, the 90% of the movie takes place in the courtroom, right? Anyway, so
you loved it?
I don't know. It wasn't for me, but I went back and I watched 1 again. God, that movie was
Brilliant.
so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it was so good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mattel is now apologizing to fans because they got Wicked coming out with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo,
Can't
right?
wait to see it.
And they shipped the dolls.
Yeah.
Right? Mattel
They look
shipped the dolls.
great, by the way.
They look great. They look just
Amazing.
like them. But only on the back of the packaging, they put the website. For more information, please go to.
Yeah.
And they put wicked.com instead of wickedmovie.com.
Oh, no. I mean,
look at Sham's eyes. Bro.
What happened?
That's Sham's favorite website.
Yeah. So Mattel
didn't they check it?
Admitted that it was a misprint. They said that they deeply regret the error and are now advising parents to discard the packaging. Those to me now seem like a collector's item.
Oh,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm missing something.
Okay.
Just
So
check Sham's browser.
Maria, instead of wickedmovie.com, they just put wicked.com.
Don't check that site on a work computer.
Okay.
Ask Shem. It's his favorite site.
Shem.
I can only tell you what I heard.
Can you share your password with us?
No.
Can you look it up? I'm
Okay, Maria.
Yes.
Instead of
Yeah,
on the
Wicked,
packaging-
okay. I'm gonna go
on my phone. I'm gonna do it.
They didn't put wickedmovie.com. They put wicked.com.
Yeah, but the movie's name is Wicked.
Yeah, but the
I know,
website
but
doesn't take you to the movie.
the website that they did
Show
was
Shemi-
wicked.com.
show her your phone.
Oh my God, am I doing this? Okay, ready,
Yeah.
Maria? Look.
Oh, okay.
How did it take this long?
Maria's like, yo, airdrop that URL to me right now.
Bro, like, do you have no imagination? You couldn't put that together on your own without a visual aid?
I'm just an innocent
You
little
needed
girl.
a visual aid? Okay.
Yo, look, Maria just quickly put her airdrop on. Contacts only for the next 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Stop it. Anyway, so they have apologized. How much more do you think more are those dolls worth now with the bad website on it?
Oh, hundreds
Way
more.
more, right?
Hundreds
Way more. And I know that Mattel's thing was they're advising parents to discard the packaging. Nobody is going to throw that packaging away now.
Did
Right?
they thank the movie on that website, Shem?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
We'll ask Maria.
Yeah.
No, don't ask me
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Megan Fox announced yesterday that she and Machine Gun Kelly are expecting their first child together. I didn't think they were together anymore.
I thought they broke up, yeah. They were engaged, and then they broke up. And then they
What's
got
that?
back.
Just rumors.
Yeah,
no,
they
but
never-
she said she was on a podcast where she was like, no, it's closer to like whatever, not together.
But she never said they actually
No,
weren't
I guess, yeah.
together.
And by then, it might have been too late. So.
Yeah. She
So now
posted
they're having
a
a machine gun baby?
Yeah, she posted a picture of herself. I don't know if you saw the picture. She's like naked, covered in like motor oil. Underneath.
That's not very hygienic.
I don't know what they used. Maybe it looks like motor oil. But
Can't be good for your skin.
No, and
Why
I
are you
guess
having a baby?
they announced they had a miscarriage last year, I guess, which is unfortunate for them. Megan already has 3 kids with Brian Austin Green, a.k.a. Bag, as Mocha always referred to him.
Yeah.
7, 9, and 11, and then MGK has a 15-year-old daughter with an ex-girlfriend. So there you go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Taylor Swift merch store opens today.
Cool.
People Magazine, sexiest.
Don't line up before 9 a.m.
Why?
Yeah, that's wild. You're not allowed to.
So they're going to kick you out?
I think you can mill about, but you cannot line up. I
No,
don't know
there's
how
no
you-
milling. No
What do you
milling.
mean no milling?
They'll tell you to
can't stop
leave. No
milling.
milling.
It's a public place.
No,
street,
right
man.
down there right now, they have metal stanchions all around the Rogers
and
Center.
then outside of those, I bet you people are milling.
Mill there, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, but you can
They
mill.
have metal what?
Stanchions.
I don't know.
What's that?
You've never heard of the word
gates,
stanchion?
The gates,
Oh.
the security fence gates.
So why did you
things.
say that? They
I'm
have
using the
fences.
proper word.
For once. So it opens up at 10 a.m. And yes, do not line up earlier than 9 a.m. Security
what to do. I'm gonna
screening.
go down there right now.
I know there's going to be bag searches will be performed before entering the store. Each shopper will be allowed to bring in a clear bag, a vinyl bag, or a tote bag no larger than like 12 by 12. So like one of the
Okay.
shopping bags kind of thing. Store locations: Gate 1 near John Street, Gate 5 near Ripley's Aquarium, and Gate 9A off Bremner. So there you go.
Do they only give you a certain amount of time in the store? I wonder if it's timed.
Imagine.
Probably.
Like 30 minutes max?
Probably.
Yeah. Has to be, right?
Well, yeah, they have to get more people in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crowd control.
Because I think what's going to happen is that what they don't want is they don't want a lot of people going in. They're just shooting social videos inside the merch store, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what they're probably going to crack down on.
That just sounds like chaos.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A tennis channel, I didn't even know there was such a thing. Analyst named John Wortham was removed from air after making a comment about a female tennis player's forehead. And so this is before they went on the air. So I guess he was just like sitting there talking before they actually went on the air. But whatever happened, it was recorded, and then
released?
And then I guess released. He was prepping to go live. I don't know the details behind it, but here he is.
What do you think I am, Barbora Krejcikova? Look at the forehead when Krejcikova and Jung take the court. 8 head.
What do you say, big head?
No, 8 head.
8 head.
Instead of a forehead.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's gone.
That's how you lose your job.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he get fired, but he was removed.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, I got to play you this. Jason Sudeikis and Flavor Flav were down in Kansas City, and Sudeikis started a charity organization, and they do their annual Thunder Gong, which is a charity event to raise money for amputees getting adjusted to potential challenges in life and prosthetics and everything else. They raised $820,000.
Wow.
But Jason Sudeikis and Flavor Flav got on stage and did the NWO and Anthrax classic, Bring the Noise. Listen to this.
Hey, yo, Jason. Hey, yo. Joe, we can do this like Brutus. We all do this. Yeah, boy. Bass. How low can you go? Death row. What a brother know. Work to get back is the incredible. Rhyme animal. The uncannibal D. I'm gonna be number one. 507 freeze. And I got no. Can I tell them really never had a gun? But it's the wax of the Terminator X-Part. Now they got me in a cell. If my record they sound. A brother like me said, well, Frank, I'm the brother that I think you ought to listen to. What he can say to you. What you ought to do is follow for now. Power of the people say, make a miracle. Pump the lyrical. Back is back, all in. We're gonna win. Check it out. Here we go again.
Oh, that's amazing. They had a live band and everything.
Yeah, it was a full band.
Wow.
Yeah.
Turn it up. Hey, yo, Jason, let's hear we too black. Bring the noise. I'm gonna tell what they're saying, but Lucy, you know they can get a smack for that.
I don't-
Flav is the best.
Bro, I don't think as far as all of the artists who have aged and still have it, because a lot don't, right? They still tour, fans still go and see them, but you understand age has taken its toll. I don't think Flavor Flav gets the recognition he should for being the age he is, still being able to do on a stage what he did 40 years ago.
Sure.
I don't think he gets the recognition he deserves.
No, this guy's jumping around like crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
it's in his
65.
video. It's
65
amazing.
years old.
He looks much older than 65.
Damn,
oh
bro.
my God.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Oprah Winfrey and a lot of other people are now having to deny that they were paid by the Kamala Harris campaign for their endorsement, right? So one of the big ones is the Call Her Daddy podcast. So the Call Her Daddy podcast, as you know, Harris sat down with them, right?
Yeah, Alex Cooper.
With Alex Cooper. But Alex Cooper has a regular studio that she normally works out of. And they couldn't do it there, so they flew Alex Cooper to Washington, D.C. to do the interview there, and they built some sort of set. The Harris campaign paid to build that set. And if you watch that interview, it's a very bare bones sort of three walls, a bookshelf, whatever. So the budget for that they paid to Alex Cooper's production company was $100,000.
Okay.
Right? And that ain't $100,000 set that they built. Right? Oprah Winfrey, when you go through the payments from the Harris campaign to Harpo Productions, because remember, Oprah did that big live thing with all the celebrities and everything else, right? So they got 2 checks for $500,000 each.
Okay.
Right. And so they say, it's production costs that the Harris campaign, paid for the production costs of the event. Nobody pocketed any money. But the problem is, how do you know? Right. Like, how do you know? Because the legal part of things is that if you did pocket money, you have to disclose that you pocketed money.
Because the Harris campaign, anytime or anyone in that position, when you have money, donor money that you were using, you do have to publicly state.
You have to.
Where the fund, how much funds you're using, and exactly down to the cent where that money's going. So we know it's going to go to people like Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy. We know it's going to go to people like Oprah, but they don't have to. There's no way of telling how much of that grand total was excess or was taken by the individual.
Now, I'm not
as
saying
profit.
that Alex Cooper or Oprah Winfrey need a couple $100,000.
No, for sure.
They do not. But if that, you have to disclose. So TMZ caught up. Oh my God, this guy from TMZ, the street reporters, The paparazzo guys.
Like hounding? The ones that are hounding or the ones that are like overly friendly?
But this guy is the perfect combination of all of that. Oprah's hard to hear. She denies everything. Yeah. Right. But if this guy ever, I don't even know what I would do.
Hey, Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
Oh, wow.
I'm not talking.
Do you think Prince Harry's going to lose his visa now that Trump's president?
Oh, damn.
Thank you, Oprah.
Thank you, right? Oh, they're such
You look lovely, darling.
How are you, darling?
You look lovely.
Oh, God, those guys, man. I don't know what I would do.
On that
It's
list.
so terrible.
Hold on a second. On that
Yeah.
list, the Kamala Harris list, right?
Yeah.
Is Beyonce's name there?
I don't know. I didn't go that
Like, I
far.
wonder what the dollar amount, or if there is a dollar amount associated with Beyonce.
Well, it's a lot of the people who she sat down to do interviews and stuff with, right? Yeah.
Because remember, Beyonce did that whole thing, like.
Yeah, no, hey, I know,
Right?
I know. And then she didn't perform.
Well.
But anyway, so that's what's going on there. That guy, poor Oprah. Oh, my God. What a day.
Hey,
ruiner.
Oprah, good morning.
What a day.
How are you,
ruiner.
darling? You looking very good?
Shut up.
Hello, darling.
And then the thank you at the end?
Yeah. Oh,
right?
So good.
Thank you, Oprah.
Stop it. Jesus.
At
man.
least he's polite.
Yes, but I mean, like, Oprah doesn't need a couple $100,000. Like, she's a billionaire.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sexiest Man Alive countdown is officially underway. It will be revealed tonight on the Stephen Colbert Show. So Paul Rudd, 2021, then Chris Evans, then Patrick Dempsey.
Wait, on Stephen Colbert?
What's that? Yeah, he's the
Not
one
like
who
late at night?
Yeah, he's the one that does the announcement. So 11:35 tonight
Ugh.
is when they do it. However, in the rollout, so the Sexiest Man Alive, there's a list, right? And then like the crown prince of all sexiness is at the top of the list. But one of the names that on the list, and they did a huge profile in People magazine for the Sexiest Man Alive issue, is Benny Blanco.
Hold on, Selena Gomez's boyfriend?
Yes.
There's no way. That's a joke.
No, it's not at all. And a lot of people are defending it.
What?
No
Yeah.
offense to Benny Blanco.
I was going to predict Travis Kelce.
No offense to Benny Blanco.
Pete Davidson over Benny Blanco.
But he looks like an SNL character.
I'm telling you, there's like a 5-page thing that People magazine just did on Benny Blanco. Huge interview. And
listen, great producer. I'm sure he's a nice guy if he treats Selena Gomez well and she's happy.
Yeah.
Cool.
But sexy is different. Sexy isn't necessarily always
yeah.
traditional good looks,
right.
right?
Guys, I'm so sorry. It's what's on the inside that counts. Benny Blanco.
People are voting for Glenn Powell, Jeremy Allen
Yes,
White,
Glenn
Pedro
Powell.
Pascal,
See,
Travis
I
Kelce.
don't
What's on the inside that counts, right, Maria?
Yeah, it's it's inside beauty, right, guys? Inside
all
beauty.
about that heart.
Selena wrote, not only do you love me unconditionally, you always get me my Taco Bell Mexican pizza. And she goes on to give a quote from William C. Hannon on the same Instagram post saying, I still haven't figured out how to sit across from you and not be madly in love with everything you do. So that is a Selena Gomez to Benny Blanco. But I'm telling you, look at the spread, man. Look at the spread. But see, People magazine and Stephen Colbert, they need somebody who's going to play along, right? Like Glenn Powell's going to play along.
Yeah.
I don't think Jeremy Allen White's going to play along.
They're too serious.
Travis would.
Yeah, I don't think Travis Kelce, though. Maybe it would be. What do I know?
Somebody texted real quick. Let me get
What
to
do
this.
I know?
925-555, by the way.
Yes.
Roz Mocha text line. I'm straight, and it should go to Ryan Reynolds. I get tips on dressing from him.
I think I think Ryan Reynolds has before, has he not?
Haven't we also discussed how it's usually like set up, like publicists
somebody
pay for it, like somebody,
Well,
like things they have, somebody has things to promote.
Yeah, it's usually somebody who's about to have like a big year. However, that all changed last year with Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, well,
Right?
he deserved it.
Yeah.
No, he was
But
about
not-
to do something.
Don't you guys
in
come
the-
after
not
Patrick
in the-
Dempsey right
Not
now.
in the
That's
world
what's on the
that
inside
other
that
people
counts,
do.
right?
Yeah, it's all about that heart.
2010 with Ryan Reynolds, by the way.
2010 Ryan Reynolds.
Also a great one.
Yeah. yeah. On the inside. On the inside.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, the astrology world on TikTok is upside down.
What happened?
Oh.
Did they see that coming?
Because astrology on TikTok is a huge thing. I didn't even know this.
Massive thing.
Massive. People are pissed because they all got the election results wrong.
Oh, no.
So here, I'll play you one quick reaction, and then we'll get into it a little bit.
I'm sad about the election too. But what I'm especially sad about is the fact that I can no longer trust a single TikTok astrologer on this app. So thanks.
I can no longer. Maria, you're on TikTok a lot, and you see all those astrologers. Do you believe in what they are saying? Like when they tell you and they specifically talk about like, your sign or whatever?
I'll listen.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I believe it all.
Okay, so a lot of the most popular astrologists on TikTok predicted, of course, Kamala Harris would win. They read the charts of both Harris and Trump and Biden and the birth chart of the USA itself. Many had agreed that Harris's chart aligned with success on and after Election Day. For example, on Harris's birth chart on Tuesday, Saturn was transiting her 10th house of career and public image, which can signify stepping into a more powerful role. On Trump's chart, Jupiter was conjunct his Uranus, suggesting chaos and disruption. Okay.
What? Sorry,
This is
Jupiter?
where I draw the line.
I don't know. But now all the astrologists on TikTok are having to defend their livelihoods because everybody's like, whoa, wait a second. Are you a fraud? And now all the fraud astrologists on TikTok are out here now trying to fight for their lives because this is how they...
Everything's been thrown off. Mercury has been in retrograde.
Just wait. Let me play you one of the top astrologists. Okay, here we go.
Astrology, again, is like math, right? You can give a math problem to a mathematician. The mathematician still can make a mistake and get the answer wrong.
Wow.
That doesn't mean math isn't real. That's completely illogical. I feel that same way about astrology. So you can say that I'm wrong. I really don't care. But don't say that astrology isn't real. My interpretation can be wrong, and I'm willing to accept that. But as I have said in many previous videos, this does not, to me, look like we vote and there's a winner and that's that. What it looks like to me is that we had a Mars-Pluto opposition the 3rd and the 4th of November. And you can't think of astrology as, okay, it will happen on that day and that is it. Really, it's a reverbing system. So it's like when a bomb strikes, it reverberates out and out and out. And that's how we see the astrology play out.
Okay, there we go. Fighting for their lives.
Jeez, Mars and Jupiter, all up in Uranus. Too close.
Because TikTok's a great place for that, right? Like they make a ton of money off doing
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff on
There's so
TikTok.
many people that, like, if you ever go on the live page, they have, like, live readings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
amazing.
big business, man. It's big. It's big business.
We should start that here.
We should.
Roz Mocha Astrology?
Oh, absolutely. I got the best outfit for that, too.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
GQ cover, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was asked because if you remember back in 2017, he was posting videos from his gym and somebody noticed a water bottle that looked like it had urine in it. And then he had to reveal that, yes, when he's working out, he pees in water bottles.
No thanks.
And then the story came out that he also does that on movie sets. When he's just standing around, somebody will bring him a water bottle and he'll whiz in the water bottle. And then I guess some PA takes it off and dumps it. So GQ asked if the rumors that he pees in water bottles on set are true. And all The Rock said was, yeah, that happens. And then they went on to talk about how his new movie, Red One, the Wrap, wrote an article talking about he was late to set 7 to 8 hours a day, causing the film's production budget to balloon to $250 million. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says, yeah, that happens, but not that amount, by the way. That was a bananas amount. That's crazy ridiculous. And he also called the speculation that he's difficult to work with BS. So, yes, he pees in water bottles at home and in the gym and on set. He was late to set. The production ballooned, but he denies that it was 8 hours late to set every day. That's very late, by the way.
Yeah.
That is very, very, very late, by the way.
That's a whole work day.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Denzel Washington starting to talk about retiring, and during one interview, he literally lays out the rest of his career with one amazing surprise.
I'm only interested in working with the best. I don't know how many more films I'm going to make. It's probably not that many. I want to do things I haven't done. I played Othello at 22. I'm about to play Othello at 70. After that, I'm playing Hannibal. After that, I've been talking with Steve McQueen about a film. After that, Ryan Coogler is writing a part for me in the next Black Panther. After that, I'm going to do the film Othello. After that, I'm going to do King Lear.
Hold up.
After that, I'm going to retire. Well, that is quite
Hold on a second.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Black
Uncle
Panther
didn't know
3.
that.
There's gonna be a Black Panther. That is like the greatest news ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of badass.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I guess according to the county sheriff's office in Kansas City, in documents obtained by TMZ, that back in October, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce's homes were both burglarized within hours of each other, like on game day.
Oh, shit.
Like on game night. Neither the players nor the police have said if or what anything was taken from them. A burglary was reported at Mahomes' estate at around midnight on October 6th, and Kelce's place was broken into shortly after that on October 7th, according to police records. It's unclear whether anybody was home. However, normally on game days, even when they are home games, players usually stay at hotels before the night before the game. So
Sure.
it's most likely that nobody was there, but both their places.
And I guess they don't have security that's there like 24/7.
They do because
they do?
Kelce moved to a whole, because remember his house was like right on the street.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
you could drive into Patrick Kelce's driveway before he hooked up with Taylor Swift, and then he had to buy this estate like in the middle of nowhere where it's all surrounded by trees and stuff. And yeah, they do have security, but it's like it's all forest and like it's. You know, like you'd need 60 people there patrolling the grounds in order to prevent this. So scary, both of them.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Drew Barrymore, I don't know if you saw this clip of Drew Barrymore talking to Martha Stewart. So Drew likes to touch her guests. I don't know if you watch the show a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
She gets like right in their faces, like almost sitting on their laps sometimes.
she's very touchy.
And she's like stroking them and like all, and most people seemed really cool with it, but it's like a real like barrier jump that Drew makes. But Drew's Drew, right? So she's talking.
That's why she gets a pass, I guess.
Exactly. She's talking to Martha Stewart about like, I don't know what makes Martha Stewart gushy or whatever. And Drew's like rubbing her back and her arm. And then you don't hear her say anything. But at one point, Martha Stewart just puts her hand on Drew's shoulder and like pushes her away. And Drew flops back on the couch.
What makes you soft and gooey, though?
What makes me soft and gooey? Soft and gooey.
Yeah,
She's
what
rubbing her.
soft and gooey treatment?
Yes.
When you're treated like a lady.
Nice. It's nice.
Someone comes in and
You're the wrong gender.
I know.
She pushes
And that's
her.
where the push happens.
Yeah.
The way it's going with men, though, Martha, I'm not so sure anymore.
Damn.
Yeah.
She's sitting
Should have
there.
asked.
Oh, yeah.
Was it asked, Drew? I could have told you it made Martha soft and gushy.
Oh, yeah.
It's my girl.
Slice of cheesecake.
I started watching that documentary.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Martha one?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. I was enjoying it. Catherine and Roxy weren't interested in it though.
Why?
I don't think they care. Right. Whatever. But
Not part of their world.
No, I'm just not interested in Martha Stewart. But I was interested. She's got a great story, and all the old footage they have of her is crazy too. It's
So good.
wild.
I got a couple of DMs for people saying the documentary should be renamed Shem. I get it now. Very funny.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Michael Strahan. So there was a big controversy with Michael Strahan at the football game over the weekend. So it was obviously Memorial Day weekend, Veterans Day weekend. And they were playing the national anthem, and they had a whole bunch of vets there and everything. And Strahan didn't have his hand over his heart while the anthem was playing.
Okay.
And people went in on him for that. And now everybody's trying to get comment from Strahan. And somebody showed up like at his house. And the first clip I'll play you is this guy walking up to Strahan at home, and you hear Strahan like smacks the phone out of the guy's hand.
Don't come to my house.
Do you have
Don't
any
come to my
comment?
house.
What?
Come to my house.
Right?
Okay, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm on Team Strahan for this one.
Yes, and then he's forced now in a position to sort of explain himself after that.
Everybody, it's Michael here, and I want to address what happened this past weekend, and I feel like I need to address it because it's spilled over to the point where I get out of my car today and I'm ambushed by a media outlet here at my house, which I'm not proud of the way I handled that whole situation, but I think anybody out there can understand the things you're going to do. You're going to protect your family and you're going to protect your home, which is what I felt like I needed to do in that moment. And it all stems from this past weekend in San Diego with my Fox crew. 2 days in San Diego with the Navy SEALs and with all the other sailors there. and then a 2-hour show praising the military and all that they've done for us, celebrating Veterans Day. And we had our national anthem. I didn't have my hand over my chest. Everyone thought he's protesting. He's making a statement, which is so far from the truth. I have nothing to protest. And if you want the truth, I'll tell you the truth, is that I was caught up in the moment. And by the time I looked up from that moment, all my 5 guys had their hands over their hearts, the national anthem playing. I somewhat panicked, and I'm like, do I be the fool that puts his hand over his heart after? Or do I just stand here with my hand in front of me respectfully? Which that's what I did. That's what happened.
Damn.
I want to hear him and Mike Tyson get into an argument using only words that start with S. That's terrible.
Or TH. What's up, guys?
Isn't there a poem called The Sassy Assassin? I'd love to hear him read that.
Sassy Assassin.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
That was a wrap on Klay Thompson's return to Chase Center last night.
Ooh, what a game.
Klay Thompson. So it was the Splash Brothers is what they used to be called, right?
Oh, yeah.
They
Klay
briefly.
Thompson. You know who, man?
So
This thing messed me up. You know who I thought you were talking about?
Who's that?
Remember that guy? What's that guy, Clay, whoever from American Idol back in the day?
Clay Aiken?
Clay Aiken? Yeah.
When you said that's a rap for Clay Aiken, I was
Yeah,
like,
that's a rap for.
I was going to say, oh my God, did nobody show up for his concert?
No, it's a rap for Clay Aiken and Klay Thompson. So Thompson left the Warriors in the summer to go to the Mavericks, and it was his first time back at the Chase Center. And he didn't have a bad game. He had a really good game. But like then Steph Curry was like, yeah, guess what? I know this is your big homecoming and I know fans still love you, but I'm going to go ahead and score 37 points.
Oh. Yeah, 12 in the final quarter, didn't miss.
Oh.
Bruh.
He is just the greatest.
And then Steph Curry did the night hands.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this?
Bro.
Remember when we used to do this together?
Bro, 120-117.
So disrespectful.
So disrespectful. It was awesome, though.
Sometimes you got to teach lessons, right?
It was so good. Winnipeg Jets became the fastest team in NHL history to get 15 wins. They are now 16-1 on the season.
Go Jets.
They started with 8 straight wins. Then they lost 6-4 to Toronto. And then they went on to have 7 more wins. As good as the 15 wins feels, the one loss to Toronto just hurts so.
But I'm happy
right?
against Toronto.
Just so bad.
And is that the game?
So
that was
bad.
the game when there were more Leaf fans at the Jets game because they
Everybody was
played
pissed
in
off.
Winnipeg,
I
right?
know. Yeah. And
Jets fans were mad.
Connor Hellebuck is at 12-1-0 this season with
crazy.
3 shutouts already.
Oh, man.
My God.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kevin Costner, I waited a couple days to get into this, so spoiler alert for everybody, but we got to talk about it because Kevin Costner's talking about it.
Okay.
So Yellowstone debuted on Sunday, and we knew that Kevin Costner wasn't going to be back for this half of season 5. And you didn't know what Tyler Sheridan was going to do with the John Dutton character. And right out of the gate, spoiler alert, you know me, I don't care about spoiler alerts, but I'm going to give people the option now. So they didn't know how it was going to be handled on the show, whether he was just going to sort of go away with the option of bringing him back, because it was a huge negotiation with Kevin Costner.
Sure.
So literally the first minute of the show, John Dutton found dead, killed himself.
Oh, John.
Right?
What you doing?
What you doing? So Kevin Costner, who's working on his big Western trilogy, did an interview on, what's this guy's show? The Michael Smirkanish show on Sirius XM. And this is like the day after he had just found out how they ended the John Dutton character.
Listen, they're smart people. Whatever they're doing, they'll figure it out. But yeah, I had come up with 2 possible endings back when it wasn't going to go as long as it did go.
But you're not displeased. You're okay with the way that it ended?
The way the show?
Yeah.
You mean how they
dealt with your character?
No, I didn't see it. I heard it's a suicide. So that doesn't make me want to rush to go see it.
Yeah, I mean, I just have to say this. Okay, I'll carry the laboring oar. It's not what I would have hoped for Governor Dutton. Governor Dutton never struck me as a suicide kind of guy.
They're pretty smart people. Maybe it's a red herring. Who knows? They're very good, and they'll figure that out.
But what about the ranch?
Well, the ranch is still there.
What about the bunkhouse?
I guess Casey and Beth were the ones who went to the governor's mansion, and there was just cops everywhere. And then they didn't actually show it happening. You saw the body and the gun, apparently, and all this other stuff.
What about Rip?
I don't know.
What about Lloyd?
I can't wait to see how Beth spirals.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
If anyone
know.
on that show is going to spiral, it's Beth.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's always a big thing when the National Toy Hall of Fame inductees are announced.
Well, yeah.
Damn it, Maury every year sends me the full list with breakdowns and everything.
Okay.
So this year, the inductees, Phase 10, which is a card game. Maury, what is that? Any idea what that is?
I've never heard of this
Okay, neither have I. Transformers.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
All right. And the big name for the Toy Hall of Fame inductee this year is, of course, My Little Pony.
Sorry, these are nominees, or these are the
these
ones that are going to get inducted?
Official.
Did any of you have a My Little Pony?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know. Pink one.
Oh, you, Maria?
Blue.
Okay. Do they have names?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Blue.
No.
We had multiple of them. I remember bringing it to school.
I did not have
And then
a
everyone
My
started
Little
singing
Pony.
the rendition of My Little Pony, the bad version.
Which one? I don't know how that goes.
It's like My Little Pony, so hairy and bony.
So what? Married and lonely?
No.
Hairy and bony.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm watching Mike Tyson in the ring during the open workout before the Jake Paul fight. This is when they put the fighters go in the ring with their trainers and they work out in front of a crowd. Tyson looks scary, bro.
Yo, that man, how old is he now? And he smokes weed. 60-something, right?
Yeah, I think
64
so.
or something
Maybe
like that?
something like that. I don't think he's 64. I think maybe 61, maybe?
58.
58. Yeah, 58.
And the guy's still a monster.
Bro.
Same thing. I've been watching a lot of the Tyson stuff lately.
I can't wait for that on Friday. It's going to be so good.
I know. It's sad that he's going to lose, though, huh?
You think so? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Listen, okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If Tyson loses to Jake Paul.
Yeah, then whatever. Jake Paul beat a 58-year-old. Who cares?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But no one's going to believe anything else. I know nobody believes the Jake Paul hype right now.
Yeah.
But especially if he beats Tyson, because there's no way somebody like Mike Tyson loses to Jake Paul.
Well, did you see? Yeah, but not that long ago, Tyson fought Roy Jones in one of those big things. And Tyson did not look great. He trained great, everything else. The video of him training looked great. But in the actual fight, fighting another old guy, it didn't look great.
I don't know.
He didn't look like the old Mike Tyson, right?
Do you guys have a favorite right now that you want to win?
Oh, I want Tyson to win. You?
Me? Yeah, I want somebody to get knocked out is what I don't want to. I do.
That's what you want in a boxing match.
Yeah, I just want somebody to get knocked out. So it is decisive. I want it to be a great knockout, right?
Yeah.
Maria, you?
I would like to see Tyson win just because I feel like he's such a legend.
Yeah.
But I mean, also like the hype around Jake Paul is just the hype around Jake Paul. So
sure.
So I can't wait for that on Friday.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
People Magazine last night on the Stephen Colbert show. I'm telling you, man, this is a very controversial decision. We will go through all the stuff that's happening around this. But People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive was announced last night on Stephen Colbert.
This year's People's Sexiest Man Alive is John Krasinski. John Krasinski. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, look at him. I just really thought this was going to be my year.
Hey, Steven, that's so official. I heard the news, and I had to come as soon as I could because I know how bad you wanted to be People's Sexiest Man Alive. Steven, it's okay, all right? You're not the sexiest man alive. But who cares? Who is? Except for me, apparently.
Jim Halpert. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Idris Elba memes trending right now that read a variation of John isn't even the sexiest man in the office.
Oh, damn.
Glenn Powell is trending hard.
Yeah.
So apparently the story is that Glenn Powell is, because we know him, Glenn Powell is very much interested in being a classic movie star, right?
Yeah,
Like
he's great.
that's his trajectory. The people he looks up to and he's sort of modeling his career afterwards is that classic movie star. And those guys tend to not do this. And apparently Glenn Powell was courted very hard to be People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive and turned it down because that is the sort of model that Ryan Gosling has done. Ryan Gosling, I believe they ask him every year if he's ready, and every year he says no, right? Like every year Ryan Gosling says no to it because it's just not him, right? That's not what those people do. They don't do that kind of thing. So apparently Glenn Powell was their number one choice. But I think in the past, I know Ryan Gosling, I believe, has turned them down. I think Jason Momoa has turned them down. I think Keanu Reeves, when he had that sort of big comeback, I think
the John Wick days?
Yeah, I think that he turned them down. But thoughts, damn it, Maury? John Krasinski?
I was shocked by this. I really thought that it was going to be Travis Kelce.
Not big enough. Travis Kelce's not nearly a big enough star.
But it doesn't matter about it matters whose publicist is going to pay more or what they're doing. Like,
well, that's the other thing is that a lot of people saying that Krasinski paid for this. I don't know the process of how they pick People's Sexiest Man Alive. I have no idea.
Did you guys see? So Disney released a list of like a promo yesterday for all the new shows coming out in 2025.
Yeah,
and there's a show starring Glenn Powell.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
Called Chad Powers.
Yeah,
that looks awesome. If I can take a moment to read to you guys the synopsis.
Please do.
Because you guys are going to love this.
Yep.
A disgraced college quarterback named Russ Holliday disguises himself as Chad Powers and walks onto a struggling Southern football team to revive his football career.
Yeah, and he's got a fake mustache and everything else.
Big hair.
Yeah. Looks awesome. He's great.
It's
But anyway,
so good.
And I know their big reaction yesterday to Benny Blanco being named on the list of People Magazine's Sexiest Men issue. It was 100% not a troll. It was accurate. And they even interviewed Benny Blanco about his thoughts on romance and love and his relationship with Selena Gomez. Here's Benny.
I go all out for every date. We go all out for each other. Like one time she was like, oh, I want to take you on a date. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And she was like, okay. And then we drove somewhere and she had rented out like a whole botanical gardens for me. And I was like, oh. But then she also liked something so simple. For Valentine's Day, I got her Taco Bell. I made her movie theater nachos. I found her favorite pickles from Texas and I deep fried them for her. And then just like all her like candies and hot Cheetos. Like it doesn't mean like spending your entire bank account. It means just like being attentive, listening to the person, listen to the things they like.
Benny, buy her a vegetable.
Didn't I send you Taco Bell for Valentine's Day, Ron?
Yeah, I didn't eat it.
Two things. Number one, super sweet. I like this makes me
I
like
love
Benny
Benny
Blanco
Blanco.
even more.
Yeah.
Number two, sometimes when he talks, Shem, correct me if I'm wrong, but does he not sound a little bit like a Toronto man's?
I go all out for every date.
Yeah, he does. I'll never unhear that.
Jeez.
I go all out for every date.
I treat my girl with a Presto card. Full. It's fully charged up, Crody.
I go all out for every date.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Mayo Clinic has posted what they feel are the guidelines for how many push-ups both men and women should be able to do at various ages from 25 to 65. Being healthy is, yes, also about diet, cardio, and lifestyle, but these are just the sort of basic frameworks that you should be able to pull off at your specific age. So for 25-year-olds, women should be able to do 20 push-ups. Men should be able to do 28 push-ups. 35-year-olds, women should be able to do 19. Men should be able to do 21. 45-year-olds, 14 for women, 16 for men. 55-year-olds.
Pay attention, Dan Maury.
10 for women and 12 for men. And then 65 and older is 10 and 10, equally both men and women. Thoughts on that, Mocha?
Well, hold on. Keep going till you get to your age.
Shut up, man. What is...
Bro, I wouldn't.
First of all,
I would not, Maury. You don't want to start this fight, bro.
Yeah. First of all, Maury, if you had to do a push-up
Hold on, I'll be right back.
with my body weight on you, you wouldn't be able to do one.
Yeah, at all.
I don't think he'd be able to do one without the body weight.
I know. I'm worried more. You can't do a push-up more because I'm worried you're going to snap that arm in half
gonna
again.
snap in half.
No, I haven't gotten back to push-ups.
No, you should.
Could you
not.
do one at
No,
least? Come here.
when I'm
No,
at
come
the
here, come
gym,
here.
when I'm at the
Yeah.
gym and everyone's doing push-ups, I'm allowed to just sit off to the side.
No, come here. Just do
No,
one.
you
I just
can't
want
do
to
one.
see.
No, you cannot. He
Literally
cannot.
one.
I'm not allowing it. No,
Literally
no.
one.
Mocha, if he snaps his arm, it's on us. Do not. Maury,
You've
you are
been here
not doing a
before.
push-up. You are not doing a push-up.
How about
no
a chest,
chance.
How about a chest bump?
God.
Almost at the 1 year
I know.
mark.
I was about to say too soon, but then I'm like, no, it's actually kind of perfect timing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ba-da-da-da-da. John Cena just confirmed that he will be part of the Royal Rumble for all you wrestling fans. Feb 1st in Indianapolis. He said, the last time I will ever compete in a Royal Rumble event.
Yes. This is it. He's doing his farewell tour.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to be at all the big pay-per-views, right, Shem?
Oh,
Like, he's got it.
100% he'll be there.
Like, all
Every
that.
single one.
Who's he going to face at Mania, though? Who's the one that he... Because traditionally, and Maria, this is very important to know,
I was going to say, can I guess?
is... Yeah, you can guess. Before you guess, right? Before you guess, traditionally what happens when a wrestler decides to retire and they have their last match, they lose that match as a way, symbolism, where they're passing the torch on to a next gen kind of wrestler, someone else who's going to continue on the path. So,
But he hasn't been in it in a long time, though. He shouldn't be passing a torch. The torches have already passed.
I don't think he'll lose his final WrestleMania match.
you don't think so, man?
No,
I don't.
No,
I don't
I
think
can't
so
do
at all.
that.
No.
Okay, Maria, our wrestling expert, Maria.
Yes.
Who do you think John Cena will face for his very final WrestleMania this year?
Based on all of the watching I've done,
Yes.
Roman Reigns.
Wow.
Who else? If you were to name someone else.
Oh.
I know I should have done the John Cena story last.
Current?
Yes.
I don't even know who's current.
Thank you. Okay, that's fine.
Can I Google?
No.
The
No, we're not
Undertaker.
doing that now. We're not
The
doing
Oh,
that
wait, he's
now.
retired.
He retired years ago.
Oh.
You don't remember?
Okay.
What about the other dude with the
no.
sparkly outfit?
No.
With a sparkly outfit?
All of them.
Who, Gold Dust?
No.
Who's that?
That was years
Sure,
ago.
yeah.
No, not him. That was years ago.
I don't know.
She doesn't know. Okay, stop it. Right?
You know what, Maria?
Stop
You're very
it.
close to being uninvited from mine and Shem's WrestleMania party.
Oh my God, I'm devastated.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you are uninvited, I'm not taking your spot. By the way.
Really? You're sure
No.
you don't want to go?
No, and
Spot just open up, Roz.
and he's expected to be a big part of Raw when Raw debuts on Netflix as well.
Of course.
So he's going to be a big part of all of that.
I have a watch
this
party at
year.
my place.
That's cool. Moving right along.
You guys suck.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jason Kelsey was lit. Okay.
What?
Jason Kelsey is apparently the new Queen of Christmas. Damn it, Maury. I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't think that's even possible.
Mariah Carey, as we all know, is the Queen of Christmas. But I guess Jason's got a song out right now. So first of all, here's Jason talking about how he's the new Queen of Christmas.
Jason, how does it feel to officially be the Queen of Christmas?
I've fought my whole life to be the Queen of Christmas, and the fact that we're finally there is just it's really special. We caught it in early November. We'll see if it holds up throughout the rest of Christmas. It was incredible to work with Stevie Nicks. I mean, I'm still in awe of the fact that actually happened. There is no % chance any song that I am in should be streaming #1 on any service.
Yeah, well, don't give yourself too much credit. Stevie Nicks.
That's exactly right.
Stevie Nicks.
So as it is right now on iTunes 100 holiday chart, Jason Kelsey and Stevie Nicks' song is called "Maybe This Christmas." It's originally a Ron Sexsmith song that they did. It is currently, Maury, cover your ears. It's currently above Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas."
Amazing. We need
I
a
didn't
new.
cover my ears, and I knew that.
We need a new jam.
Maybe this Christmas will mean something more.
Yes.
Maybe this year love will appear deeper than ever before.
Yo, I love this.
forgiveness will ask us to call someone we love, someone we've lost for reasons we can't quite recall.
Don't you guys feel stupid for talking about John Cena for so long now?
No.
Maybe there'll be
Sound good.
maybe the star that shone.
No.
Sound good.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Yes.
And please, nobody come after me.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
No disrespect to Mr. Stevie Nicks. But Jason Kelsey sounds better than Stevie Nicks on this song.
Okay. You know Stevie Nicks is a woman, right?
When you said it now, yes. I apologize to all the Stevie Nicks fans out there.
Huge one right here.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
I know Mo's just taking shot after shot today.
I mean, go after Mocha. Cool.
I like this.
It's a great song.
Yeah,
It's
he
super
sounds
pretty,
great.
right?
Yeah.
That's one of the most beautiful songs.
Like, listen to the beginning. Like, it's such a great.
I really like this song.
Yeah, it's uplifting, beautiful. Aw.
It's so wholesome.
That's the word.
Wholesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
Maria. That's the word I was looking for.
Jason's album.
Hold on, he's got an album coming out.
A Philly Special Christmas will drop November 22nd.
Wow.
And all proceeds are
that's
going to
next
go to Philly charities.
I love it, Jason
Yeah.
Kelsey. I love you, Mr. Stevie Nicks. You do wonderful work.
Bro. There's a lot of fan bases you can piss off. The Stevie Nicks fan base is pretty hardcore.
Okay, hold
dude.
on.
Yeah.
Can I Google Stevie Nicks real quick?
You can, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have to. Just through living in a world,
Nicks?
planet Earth, you should know who Stevie Nicks is. Maury, what was the viral song that everybody was doing on TikTok?
Well, I mean, she's
No, you know what I mean.
Hello, I know Stevie Nicks. She's
Yeah.
76 years old.
Oh, here we go. Google profile.
Spouse is Kim Anderson.
What?
Oh, they were married for a year in 1983. Everybody knows Stevie Nicks from the group Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
Hello.
What Dreams was the one on TikTok. from
Yes. Okay.
Fleetwood
Hold
Mac.
here. I'll play this for you, Mocha. Give
Dreams
me a
is a good
second.
song.
Give me a second.
Okay. Hit me.
Okay.
Don't
hold
come
on.
at me. I'm a huge Stevie Nicks fan.
Okay. Here, let me play something for you. You're gonna know this from.
She looks great for her age.
Yeah,
though.
she does.
She looks
Stevie Nicks is
fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah.
Look, she's 76 years old.
Good song.
Oh my God, I love this song. This is when Nathan Apodaca was on the longboard in California and he was
you.
drinking the cranberry juice.
Thank you, the ocean spray guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember his name?
Nathan Who doesn't know Nathan Apodaca?
You didn't know Stevie Nicks, but you remember Nathan Apodaca?
Yo, my man went viral.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
TTC is going to be a mess tonight, but hopefully they're doing everything they can to get everybody around safe and sound. Dammit Maury caught up with Senior Communications Specialist at the TTC, Stuart Green.
So let's talk Union Station specifically. That's the closest to Rogers Center. Are you extending hours? What are you doing at Union Station to ensure that it's not like a sea of people?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're going to be doing is directing people away from Union Station. We're going to give people a bunch of alternatives, like we're going to have streetcars on Spadina, buses on Spadina to get you, if you're on that west side of Rogers Center, don't go to Union Station, go to the west side. Go south, go to Queens Quay, hop on a streetcar at Queens Quay and go up Bathurst. Like if you're going west, don't go to Union Station. We're going to have plenty of options. If you go to ttc.ca/Taylor, we give all kinds of advice for how to get out of there when it's time to go home.
They also cleared out all the homeless tent encampments down by the Rogers Center. Is that the one where there's always a fire down there, Maury? Is that
No,
that park?
they did
No?
a different one. They're the
Oh, okay.
Roundhouse Park.
Oh, I gotcha. This is what happens to cities when important things happen. They did this in San Francisco too, if you remember. They just got rid of everything off the streets. And forever they say we can't move them, we can't move anybody, until somebody important comes to town, and then they're like, get out of here.
And they know tourism is going to be at an all-time high.
Yeah, and I think they put them in hotels too.
Oh, what? Wait, really?
I think so. I think
That's
so.
right.
I think that's
awesome.
that's what
That's
winds
good.
up happening. I mean,
for how long, right?
like
until Taylor Swift is gone next week.
Yes, of course. And then it goes back to being everybody's problem down there, where they say they can't move it. Right? People can't go to parks anymore unless Taylor Swift's coming to town, and then they can do something about it.
Roz, if you say you're performing at the Rogers Center, do you think they'll move everyone for you?
No.
No, they'll move everyone inside the Rogers Center. They're like, yo, twins meet up.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got a very important story here. Ladies, I'd like to talk about your pelvic floors.
What?
The pelvic floors?
So 62% of people, both men and women equally, have peed in the shower at some point in their life. And 21% of people say that they do it all the time, both men and women. Any shower peers in the room?
I mean, I've done it.
I've done it.
Everyone's done it.
I'll pee in the shower.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, Maury? Why not?
Because I got caught.
Oh. Ew. But because, like...
Hold on, whoa. By Matthew, right? Your husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, these are new tiles. What are you doing?
So did he catch you peeing, or did he just smell the pee?
He smelled it.
He smelled the pee. Yeah.
Oh, go see a doctor, please. Hold on, I've been telling you to see a doctor.
Listen, I got to get to this. It's very important, okay? So research suggests that peeing in the shower, ladies, might be hurting your pelvic floor over time. Your pelvic floor, by the way, includes the muscles between your tailbone and your pubic bone that support your urethra, your bowel, your rectum, your anus, and yes, your bladder. Now, this is not just shower peeing. This is also women who seat hover. Same problem, Maria. Yeah, now you're looking.
Oh. Well, I was trying to find the article.
Okay. I'm about to tell you everything.
Sorry.
Stay in the moment. What is the matter with you?
So many things.
Stay in the moment. I'm literally about to tell you the whole story.
Sorry, I got nervous.
So what happened?
Shower peers and seat hovers. Lady, basically what happens when your bladder is filling up during the day, your pelvic floor muscles are contracted to like keep the doors closed to make sure pee doesn't slip out. So when you pee, the roles reverse. Your bladder contracts and your pelvic floor releases to allow for what they say is a smooth exit. But when you are peeing in the shower or hovering over a toilet seat, your pelvic floor can't fully relax like it normally does when you are sitting down. And just like all your other muscles that get tired from working too hard, your pelvic floor can become less effective if it is constantly doing too much. So over time, this can lead to pelvic floor dysfunction that includes the weakening of the muscles as well as incontinence, and nobody wants that. So listen, no shower peeing.
Unless you're sitting in the shower.
And no seat hovering.
But public washrooms.
No seat hovering.
Porta potties at music festivals?
Yes, you sit your tush on that porta potty.
No.
So gross.
Okay? You sit. You're doing it for your future you.
I'll just go see a therapist.
No.
They can fix that.
Keister right on the blue seat.
Oh, that's so gross.
No, but it's
This is unfair.
It's for the future you.
This is unfair.
Okay? It's weird. Nobody says enough about the pelvic floor.
I'll sacrifice the future me for my pelvic floor.
Fortunately,
you are
don't
not
have to
a
worry
dude.
about it.
You are a dude.
For women only.
For
Never
women
mind.
only.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play you Mark Zuckerberg's cover of Get Low by T-Pain, and then I'm going to tell you why he recorded it. So I said I want to play you Mark Zuckerberg's cover of Get Low by T-Pain. Then I want to tell you why he recorded it. So first of all, here is Mark Zuckerberg.
369, damn, you're fine. Hoping you can sock it to me, baby, one more time. Get low, get low, get low, get low. Get low, get low, get low. Get low, get low, get low. Get low. From the windows to the walls, till sweat drops down my.
Oh my God.
Till all these crawl. Oh, skeet, skeet. Girl,
come on, bro. You can't be saying that.
Skeet, goddamn. Oh, skeet, skeet.
Okay,
So
Zuck.
that is Mark Zuckerberg's cover.
That's Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, by the way.
Yeah.
Get low.
I'm deleting my Facebook.
What's that?
I'm deleting my Facebook.
You
and
are.
Instagram.
Okay.
Yep.
So here is why Zuck Z-Pain, as he's calling himself now.
Z-Pain?
Z-Pain.
Bro.
So this was recorded as an anniversary present to his wife, Priscilla. And he wrote, Get Low was playing when I first met Priscilla at a college party. So every year we listened to it on our dating anniversary.
Aw.
Okay, that's actually pretty nice.
That's actually see. To the window, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my. All these females. Oh, ski, ski. Oh, ski, 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 ski.
And then it was love.
Yeah.
At first sight.
At first like.
So I guess I don't know how he hooked up with T-Pain, but I guess like if you're Mark Zuckerberg and you called anyone to be like, hey, can you help me out? Like, what's T-Pain gonna do?
You probably
say
just, like,
no,
just post it on his Facebook page.
right?
Yo, Payne, what's up? It's Mark.
Yeah.
It's Zuck.
Yo, I can read your DMs on Insta right now.
Yeah.
By the way, can
If
you
you
help me
want-
record this song for my wife?
If you don't want me to release to the world.
It's cute though.
369, damn, you're fine. Hoping you can sock it to me, baby, one more time.
All right.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jason Kelsey coming to the rescue of Detroit Lions linebacker James Houston. So there was a shot of James Houston in one of the games where he had something questionable on the back of his pants, right?
Bro, he said it was Gatorade.
Okay, I know. But listen, just because sometimes a fella says something doesn't mean, the fella's telling the truth.
It was orange. It was orange Gatorade mixed with some dirt.
So Jason Kelsey comes to the defense of James Houston, and not only that, but he welcomes James to the club, if you know what I mean.
Poopgate. Lions linebacker James Houston went viral this week after allegedly his pants on the field.
This is why I hate white pants. I would like to say that I have not ever done this, but listen, sometimes, you're exerting a lot of effort on the field. And if you get caught in the wrong type of gut situation.
Nah, dude, what do you mean? If he said it right here, hey, y'all, I sat on some Gatorade.
Come on, Travis.
It was Gatorade, guys. Believe him.
You and I both know he ain't said on no Gatorade. Not in that exact specific spot. We all know what that is. And he has nothing to be ashamed of. I am here to have your back, James. I have done this.
Back end, bud.
Dude, I did this before a game once. You know, like when you shart and you know that there's a possibility something just came out, but you're not certain?
You got white pants. You got to get off the field.
I turned to my buddy, my O-line friend, and I was like, hey, can you check me? Because I think I might have just shit myself, right? And he checks me. He says, you're good. I go out for warm-ups, do the whole warm-ups. Lane comes up to me after warm-ups. He's like, hey, you got all up and down your pants right now.
No.
So in between warm-ups and the start of the game,
that should seep through.
I keep my shoulder pads on, take off all of my all of my lower half.
All of it.
Get in the shower and showering.
Oh, that's funny as
And
you felt that nasty. You had to
Dude,
get it out.
it was disgusting.
So,
Oh my God.
if you've seen the picture, poor James Houston, first of all, right?
Gatorade mixed with dirt, guys.
Okay, but that is not Gatorade. That is right in there. There's not one drip of Gatorade on the cheeks.
Yeah, don't say
nothing.
drip, bro.
Okay?
Don't say
There's not one dribble. Is dribble better? No? Dribble's not better? Come on, man. No? Okay. There is not one, I don't know, squirt of Gatorade. There's not one puddle of Gatorade. Okay.
So next story,
This is
bro.
nasty.
There's not a pinch of Gatorade anywhere. Okay? Where he got it. Like, if you look at poor James Houston's pants, it is like right in there.
Okay, we get it.
Like, it would have to be like placed there. That's not sitting on something. Is all I'm saying.
The showers, bro.
Right? Well, yeah, of course, but I'm with Jay. Like, it makes perfect sense. Like, when you're exerting yourself, and you like, let's say you got a little bit of an upset belly, right? And then somebody who's 300 pounds throws his whole body into your stomach.
Oh,
like, what's gonna happen?
Everything inside of you is coming out.
Yes, you're gonna go sit on Gatorade too,
Yeah.
right?
That's bad. That's
Nobody
really bad.
overexert yourself on this show, please. Everybody just chill. Very easy.
You worried that that's going to happen here?
So scared.
Yeah? I don't know if we should be too worried about that.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.